Welcome to Keep the Faith Ministry News. Centuries ago, ancient Celts traveled windy moors to worship the horned god Cernunnos. Ancient Egyptians crossed the deserts to invoke the protection of Isis. Druids journeyed to a forest clearing to perform rituals under the moon. But over time, such deities faded into myth. The rituals went underground. Recently, however, a resurgence of interest in pagan practices, crystals and tarot cards, astrology and herbal magic has brought paganism from the fringes back to the center of pop culture, or at least to the top of your TikTok feed. At least 1.5 million people in the United States identify as pagans, up from 134,000 in 2001. They range from Wiccans and Comedics to TikTok witches and heathens. Quote, "There is in general a move away from organized religions and towards spirituality," says Helen Berger, an author and sociologist of contemporary paganism and witchcraft. Female empowerment and gay rights movements, the climate crisis, and a desire for a more life-affirming religion have fueled interest in the growing spiritual community, she adds. From spellcasting in Salem, Massachusetts, to full moon rituals in Asheville, North Carolina, to transcending the metaphysical plane in Sedona, Arizona, here's how to immerse yourself in the cultural traditions of pagan communities. Quote, "It's very difficult to sum up what paganism is, since there is so much diversity," says Sarah Pike, author and professor of comparative religion at California State University, Chico. Pagans view the natural world as sacred. They celebrate the interconnectedness of all things, seeing humans, nature, and spiritual beings as part of a web of life. After centuries of persecution, paganism remained mainly a fringe practice until the 1960s. It became an attractive religion to follow for those rebelling against restrictive social norms. In the past decade, the rise of TikTok witch talk has more than 35 billion views, and popular TV shows like The Chilling Adventures of Sabrina, Vikings, Supernatural, and American Horror Story, Coven, are helping drive increased interest in the spiritual movement. Where to experience pagan culture. Attending a ritual event is one way to learn about pagan practices. Samhain, celebrated from the evening of October 31 into November 1, marks the end of harvest season and the start of winter. In Salem, pagans observe the holiday with festivals, dancing, nature walks, and honoring their ancestors. Visitors can attend the official Salem Witches Halloween Ball to witness ceremonial dances, spellcasting, and other rituals. Travelers can visit Mother Grove Goddess Temple near downtown Asheville to join in public rituals during the ancient holy days and Earth Day, and participate in full moon ceremonies. During other key pagan holidays like Yule, winter solstice, Ostara, spring equinox, and Litha, midsummer solstice, Salem's witch house, the only standing structure in town with direct ties to the Salem witch trials of 1692, offers live demonstrations and activities that teach about pagan traditions. Dearman says people curious about paganism should search for ways to experience the culture firsthand and be ready to learn. Tourists flock to meet us to see if what we write in our books is really true, she says. They get to see that we live what we write and are inspired by it. Quote, "It is fondly supposed that heathen superstitions have disappeared before the civilization of the 20th century. But the Word of God and the stern testimony of facts declare that sorcery is practiced in this age as verily as in the days of the old-time magicians. The ancient system of magic is in reality the same as what is now known as modern spiritualism. Satan is finding access to thousands of minds by presenting himself under the guise of departed friends. The scriptures declare that the dead know not anything, Ecclesiastes 9:5. Their thoughts, their love, their hatred have perished. The dead do not hold communion with the living. But true to his early cunning, Satan employs this device in order to gain control of minds. The Acts of the Apostles, page 289. This is Keep the Faith Ministry News. Thank you for watching.